Hello, how are you today? Welcome to And Now What? This is the podcast that helps you move forward one step at a time. Every Sunday, we hear a message at church. But after that, life keeps going. So here, we stop and ask, what now? What do I do with what I heard? This space is for that. For questions, for real talk, and for taking small steps in faith. Today, we're talking about something that matters. Later, I'll be talking with a guest. We'll go deeper and share real stories, just like yours. Let's get into it.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Now What? A space where we explore Sunday's message and what it means for real life. Today, we are sitting down with our brother Matt. Welcome and enjoy.
¿Alguna vez has escuchado un sermón y te has quedado pensando, ¿eso qué significa para mí? Ever listened to a sermon and thought, what does that mean for me? Bienvenido a ¿Y ahora qué? Welcome to Now What? Aquí no buscamos respuestas perfectas, pero sí conversaciones reales. We are not looking for perfect answers, but real conversations. Queremos explorar juntos lo que realmente resuena en nuestras vidas después de escuchar la prédica del domingo. We want to explore together what really resonates in our lives after hearing Sunday's sermon. Es un espacio para compartir, reflexionar y descubrir juntos cómo las palabras que nos tocan pueden ser la clave para dar sentido a nuestro caminar con Dios en nuestro día a día. It's a space to share, reflect, and discover together how the words that touch us can be the key to making sense of our walk with God in our daily life. Let's dive into the journey. Comenzamos.
Hello, Matt. How are you today?
Good. How are you, Jeremy?
Welcome to enjoy another episode of Now What? Tell us, what did you listen from the message and impact your heart?
I think it means we need to draw closer to God so He can draw closer to us.
So how we can be closer to God?
By reading the Word and praying for people. Reach out and meet with God every day. I do. I try to read one scripture a day, one chapter a day.
And that chapter helped you to be more close with God?
Yeah.
So even though if you don't understand the full read at the time, or how is it revealed, what is the purpose for you and what you read?
Well, right now I'm in the book of Psalms, so it's helping me understand things.
And things that help you to grow in your spiritual walk with God?
Yeah.
In which way?
Yeah, some things are hard to understand in the Bible, but other things are pretty simple.
You think this person has a very big connection with God?
Yeah, he didn't in the beginning, but I think towards the end he started to.
Making wrong things.
My prayer is to really draw closer to God, so that way we can draw other people to God by getting saved.
That's important to you, to pray for other people to bring to the God?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's very important.
But sometimes people, when you're talking about God,
yeah, they don't like it.
What would you change your mind when somebody tell you, hey, come to Jesus, you say?
I would say give God a chance, because you never know what's going to happen in life.
And for you at the moment, the challenge you have is to go with God?
Yeah.
So, Matt, what does it mean and this time and you're working with God, you say like, I want to keep growing in the Lord?
Yeah, I need to grow in the Lord more.
In which way? Spiritual, material?
In every way.
Like you think God will help us every time we call him, like we pray to him?
Yeah.
How God helped you?
Well, the hand of God came to me recently in October and in August of last year because I had 2 brain tumors that need to be taken out immediately. The second one didn't go so well, but I knew God was with me in the surgery room. So he healed me from that. And I've been back playing drums since like early February, so that was quick. So it was quick healing that he did.
And how is it feeling for you be a testimony for other ones to say, trust in the Lord?
Keep praying, don't give up. And I even have to remind myself every day not to give up. Because I have been there so many times about giving up, and they're like, I get these voices in my head that are like, just kill yourself, end it all. And I'm like, no, because God has brought me through so much already. So why quit now? I think it had a lot to do with my mother because she prayed a lot. We didn't like it as kids, but now I see why she did it. Yeah, I believe that.
And if the circumstances doesn't matter, God wills for you.
Yeah, God worked for me.
In this time, why are you thinking God is taking a little more time to answer our prayer?
I think he means to, reach out to you. If you reach out to him like a child, he'll reach out to you and help you, like he helped me. Because we all have to come to him as a child. Otherwise, we will fail and quit. And he doesn't want that for us.
So that's why it's important to be humble
Yeah,
and say, Lord, here I am, and asking for forgiveness.
exactly. Yeah. I think you still have to come to him as a child and ask for forgiveness there.
It's good to pray all the time.
Actually, it's good to pray anytime because it's not like the old days where you had to go to an elder or somebody else higher in the church. Now there's 24/7 access to God. We can pray anytime and he doesn't. I can talk to him at 2 o'clock in the morning, he won't care. Sometimes I come back and talk to him at 5 a.m. and
So that's any time you're feeling like, oh Lord, come on, please help me. And how you feeling the answer from the Lord in that moment?
sometimes I feel defeated because I feel like sometimes he doesn't answer the question, the prayer right away, because we all know he only answered it in his timing, not our timing.
And what is the waiting time for you?
Sometimes it can take years, and sometimes it'll be like that.
So for example, when you get to go to the clinic,
Exactly, yeah. I was like, why? Well, it started in 2015. I ended up winning plane tickets the year before at a Thanksgiving event. And I was like, well, nobody wants to go with me. So I took my neighbor with me, and we decided to go to Las Vegas. But God had a different plan for that. Apparently, the altitude in the plane, by the time I got to Vegas, I walked out of the Vegas airport, and then I passed out in front of the airport, and then I wake up in an ambulance, and they said, well, you have this, this, and that, now we have to do an MRI. The MRI showed that because of the plane altitude, that a tumor got to the size of a quarter. And they were like, well, you need to go back home to California and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what? Like, how does it, if I had known, I tell my friends this all the time on Facebook, if I had known that a brain tumor was going to grow from an airplane ride, I would have never got on that plane. Seriously. I would have stayed on the ground and probably just, I don't know, gave those tickets to somebody else. Apparently they called my brothers and my sisters, because I didn't know it was the next day in the hospital, Jeremy. I woke up and my brothers and sisters were there. I'm like, what are you guys doing here? And then I didn't realize I'm hooked up to all these machines. And I go, what the heck am I doing here? And they had to inform me that the doctors told them, well, we don't think Matt's going to make it through the night. You better get up here to Vegas because he might die here. But it's not the first time it's happened. Jeremy, I told you a few times at the men's meeting, don't stick me in an swimming pool. I'm just like Pastor, I'll drown. Because when I was like 3 years old, we were at a motel And I tried to follow my brothers and my sister to where they were. They were in like 7-foot part of the pool. So I was like, oh, I'm going to follow them. And I followed them. And next thing you know, I went down and my mom freaked out. And a random stranger from the motel jumped in the pool. And apparently, according to my sister, just pulled me out of the pool like I was nothing. I mean, look at me. I'm very skinny. So I don't know. It was like God was like, nope, you need to get out of the pool. Yeah, that's true too, because one of my friends at the time in 2015, he told me on Facebook, he goes, I don't think God wanted you to go to Vegas. That's why he allowed the brain tumor. And I went, I think you're right. I don't think I was supposed to go there. After all, it's probably why it's called Sin City.
When God tells you, speak this word for this person, and you're like, huh?
Well, it's like what Patrick said last week when he talked about the guy that was living next door to him when he used to live here, when I was in Tracy. He's like, go pray for that guy. And Patrick's like, I got things to do. I'm a pastor. I'm supposed to be here and be there. And God told him, no, I need you to pray for this person right now. And turns out they actually knew each other, which has happened to me before. People get me confused with other people. And I'm like, no, that was my evil twin. So.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes we say, that's not me. Come to the church really means sense for somebody to come to church.
I tried to. I've tried to ask friends about coming to church, and they're like, no, we're busy, or something like that.
And that would give you a little break from the drums. You think, hey, God, what's coming on? I mean, I had the best in drums, so what happened? You think question to that, God?
Yeah, I've questioned God about that. So,
are you feeling confidence in like He bring you back?
Yeah, I feel very confident now that He brought me back through so much already.
Or you think that God is changing your purpose and then near?
I think He's bringing me to a higher level now.
Of the comfort zone? That's what you mean?
I think so. I think I'm getting there in one way or another.
You come on Sunday and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a comfort zone, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I had to take baby steps in the hospital because I also had to do rehab in the hospital because I couldn't walk. And I'm very patient, but because I was in the hospital so long, I'm like, God, get me out of the hospital. I'll do anything. And he's like, well, you got to start praying. So I did that, and other people prayed for me. And then the week before Thanksgiving, they were like, we're going to send you home now. You're doing much better. It's like, oh, thank you, Lord.
So you know that God's moving, right?
Yeah, we've moved in favor, and I got out the Thursday before Thanksgiving. Because at first I was like panicked. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to spend Thanksgiving in a hospital. But then He answered my prayer because I kept talking to Him and watching the live stream from the hospital. And then He was like, okay. Because back in January, a bunch of churches all went to Prayer Mountain. And that's where I prayed about maybe getting back on drums then, which is when I talked to Louis, who's out there right now. I hear him playing on his guitar. He's like, how do you feel about coming back already? I'm like, yeah, would you guys mind if I join you for altar? He said, sure. And then I talked to the New Life team here, and they were like, well, if you're ready, you're ready. But then 3 weeks ago, something else happened. I don't know what I did, but I think I slipped on my wrist wrong. Because then my wrist started bothering me, and then I couldn't play drums for like 4 weeks. That's why I'm here right now, to try it out. See how my wrist feels.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. So when you back, right, and you say, oh, 100% I back, and there's a little something happened.
Yeah, it's and like one thing after another, and like, I'm like, okay, Lord, I trust you.
Yeah, exactly. So we do trust in the Lord more and more, How you feel in your heart when you see somebody else making the drums, so they try to figure out how to handle? How was in your heart?
Well, it was hard at first because I'm so used to being up there every single Sunday. But God was like, you need to step back and let somebody else do it for a while because you're in the hospital anyways. I mean, what are you going to do? I'm like, yeah, that's true, Lord. And like I said a minute ago, I wasn't playing for a while, and then my wrist started bothering me, so I stepped away from the drum for the wrist problem. But I think he healed me from that too because I asked for prayer for that. So thank you, Lord.
How is feeling the peace of the Lord?
I think I can describe the peace of the Lord as beautiful, amazing. Because before I went to surgery in August and in October, my sister was the only one allowed back there. My other sibling, our youngest sibling, he actually lives in Scotland. So he's over there. He's 8 hours ahead of us. So, hi Gabe, if you see this. But yeah, my sister was like, she prayed for me right before surgery and she said, please come back to me and don't die. I'm like, I'll try not to. I don't know, I'm not a surgeon. We'll let them figure that out. Because the first time in 2015, they told me, we almost lost you on that table. We don't know what happened, but somehow you came back to life. And I went, oh, really? Which goes back to what I told you earlier when I said that I didn't know that I almost drowned in that swimming pool because I didn't know what the heck I was doing, trying to follow my brothers and my sisters, because I should have stayed in the 3 feet, and I tried to follow them all to the 7 feet. And you just see this little body going down. And out of nowhere, here comes a stranger. He jumped in without thinking for himself and pulled me out. And it's like, I think that's the concept here, is that God is always pulling me out of the drowning pool, so to speak, so I won't actually drown or die, which has got me closer to Him in faith. I never thought about that till now. So that's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing how we can remember from where we are and where we are right now. You can see like, wow, I honestly can't even for count it. I mean, for tell.
It's growing.
Yeah, exactly, brothers. So that's why, brothers, we tell you, encourage you to come to the church, and then it's not just for be a fanatic or religious, but you can see my brothers say, if you remember from where you are right now, and all the circumstances you pass through, it's for one purpose.
Yeah.
Till right now, our brother can tell you, right now my purpose is not done. It's still in process. God is not done with me. Right, brother? The circumstance change, they might not come to the church.
I think I can only say what I said earlier, give God a chance. Because what are the chances if you end up having the same problem that I did? I mean, like I said earlier, had I known that a brain tumor was going to grow just from me getting on an airplane, I would have never gotten on the airplane. I would have stayed home or did something else. Or like I said too, gave him those plane tickets to, I probably could have given him a plane ticket to Germany and his wife. And they could have went somewhere. They were free, by the way.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for being in the program, and I hope so you can learn something from his story. That's very amazing, all his challenge. And like he said, the faith is help him to keep growing. Right, brother?
Right.
So thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope so you enjoyed this program. Thank you for the New Life Christian Church who has a sermon the last Sunday, and if you want to be encouraged like someone like this, don't forget to visit to us, the New Life Christian Church. And until soon, thank you for coming, Matt.
Thanks for having me, Jeremy.
All right, so you can come anytime, all right?
All right.
And keep sharing the good faith, working with that.
All right.
Thank you. This was Now What? I like it.
That was good.
That's it for today. I hope something spoke to your heart. Maybe it made you think. Maybe it gave you hope. Whatever it was, hold on to it. God is not done with you. He's walking with you, one step at a time. So ask yourself, what's one small step I can take this week?
Pray? Call someone? Forgive? Try again? Whatever it is, take that step. You're not alone. Thanks for listening to And Now What? If this helped you, share it. Send it to a friend or talk about it in your group. We'll be back next week. Until then, keep walking, keep growing. Don't stop.